I'm not quite sure if there's some newbies to this webinar, so I thought I'm seeing a lot of people that look very familiar, perhaps in here that know each other in the community. But I thought I would do a little introduction because I have a feeling that there are going to be more and more people joining this community and would like to get to know you a little bit.
Wow, there's a lot of names I've never seen before. Hi everyone. There's even a Jewel White. I mean, it's a different spelling of the surname, but it sounds the same. Jewel, isn't that a beautiful first name? There's
Yeah.
so many people online. Wow.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yay,
Awesome.
yay, yay. But yeah, for the newbies and for future newbies, because this will be recorded and shared later on. John, you are an eminent researcher and with a background in electrical engineering and physics and computer sciences, what I
Uh,
understand.
well, that's the physical aspect, but I'm no more special than any of the viewers here today tuning in. It's just that my area of learning has gone in a certain direction, but I'm not a special person. I just want to say that up front.
Okay. But yeah, well, for someone who's not so scientific, I'm pretty much in awe. But yeah, I know that you've been researching and developing solutions to disease since 2008, and that your specialization is in energy and scalar resonance healing and biofeedback and PEMF therapy.
Yeah, I've had quite a mottled history actually. It goes way back beyond 2008, but that's when I started speaking and kind of formalizing things. But it goes way back beyond that. But I won't, I
Yeah.
won't, I won't say how far because then people will do the maths, you see, and work out my age. So a while ago.
Oh, you look fantastic. So that must be the spooky two and aha halo effect and everything else that you're doing at the moment. So the spooky two, I know, is one of the top health treatment systems in the world, focusing on all these technologies that you've developed. And I don't have the spooky two, but I do have this wonderful little device,
Yep,
the
you
Aha
and me
Halo.
both.
Yeah, I mean, this goes with
Yeah.
me everywhere.
Yeah. Yes,
I mean,
absolutely. It's so convenient and easy. It's yeah, the first devices we made were quite complex, and I was aware of it, but you know, what can you do? But yeah, I decided to put my attention into something which you take out of the box and you use, and then you add things as you wish, and then you continue using it. And truth be known, I mean, I've created a lot of products, but this one here is the one that I carry all the time. I mean, I shouldn't say that because I mean, we've got lots of other beautiful products, but this one here, it ticks every box because it's just so portable and convenient, lasts all day, and you're getting real treatment.
well, it was kind of a serendipitous for me because I discovered the Spooky 2, quite recently, actually, from a friend who has it. And I said, well, I'm moving to Wuhan, so I'm actually not far from you.
Wow.
And I thought, well, if I'm going to have to deal with all these EMFs and all the 5G and 6G
Yes,
or whatever,
yes.
I better get a spooky too. And I was thinking about how I'm going to lug this over to China. Of course, actually, I could have ordered it directly.
Yeah.
And then this thing came out, and I was like, and I took it to California. I'm in France. I took it all over the place, and I've tested it on myself and on friends, and it's working great.
Yes, yes. Yeah, it does what it says on the box.
It's fantastic. I mean, well, received so many testimonies, but I had quite a few to add myself. So but I know that today we're going to focus on one area. Specifically, we're going to talk about detox
Right.
and how to detox with this device, because that's still kind of elusive, including me. Yeah, I'm very much interested in the subject, but But I'm kind of a little bit lost. So maybe you can walk us through a little bit how we can detox with this device.
Right. Well, it's we do have a detox program, but just taking a few steps back, it's more important for us to detox than our previous generations because they were fortunate enough to eat real vegetables which haven't been sprayed and destroyed and poisoned. Um, they don't live in environments which have got EMF all around them. Um, it, our foods have been adulterated with chemicals that make the food taste supposedly nicer. And all of these things that are a burden to our body. Um, it's it's our bodies aren't used to being bombarded with so many new types of toxins at once. Maybe in 2,000 years' time, we would have evolved to handle this, but then there'll be more toxins. There'll be some other type of thing to handle then. But our bodies get overloaded, and it's quite insidious. People, they feel run down. They think, well, it's just the modern society, this modern life, the stresses of the work and the mortgage and raising children and everything. But you know what? It's more than likely not that. If your body was more healthy, you could handle those minor life stresses. I mean, children have been around for a long time, and working's been around for a long time too. If it hasn't been a 9 to 5, it's been farming, which is possibly even more stressful and definitely more physically demanding. So something's changed, and we are the causes. We created the change with our supposedly high technology, being clever. We really do the worst things possible. And so all these things are putting burdens in our organs, our liver, kidneys, our lymphatics, our skin, which is our largest um, detox organ, and our lungs. Um, None of those organs, and our skin is an organ, are working at full capacity now. They're struggling. They're like, wow, what's happened? I've never seen this before. And what do you do? So the thing to do is to make those organs function better. Go back to nature and use natural, healthy means to restore your health. If you have a detox system that's struggling, you will get diseases, and you will get some nasty diseases later on down the track. And then the scientists say, well, okay, it's because of this and this and this, but they omit the biggest cause, and that is living in 2025 or 2026. No, it's the it's the you can't escape it. You can't escape Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is everywhere, especially in China. Like you'll be living in an apartment like ourselves, and then you've got people either side, and they've all got powerful Wi-Fis. People sleep with Wi-Fis next to their heads in the bed, thinking it's
Yeah.
great because they get good reception and high speeds off for their phones. What to do? So you've got to do more than just cleanse the toxins from your body. You've got to help your body to handle what's around you. You can do it through many ways. You can even take something simple and passive like activated carbon. One favourite thing I like to use is EDTA, which is a supplement which chelates heavy metals. The air you breathe has got heavy metals. I mean, how can you get by without breathing? And so once a month, or just whenever I feel like it, I take a few of the capsules of EDTA. Now, because you live in Wuhan, you can access the things that I can access, which means going on Taobao or what is it, TJB Mall, and you can buy by the kilo. And this is what I did. I bought by the kilo these
That's
things,
good to know.
and I make my own supplements. But because most countries are so heavily regulated, you cannot do that. Things like DMSO, which is one of the most amazing things you can do for just about anything, even ingesting. If you look beyond the fact that they warn you it's a poison, industrial cleaner, blah, 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 they've made it so you cannot buy it for any use apart from cleaning in almost all countries.
Okay.
Yet, you look as recently as the 1970s and 1980s, when they were having amazing results. People that had arthritis, and they take DMSO, and that within 3 weeks, the arthritis is either greatly reduced or gone. The you call the swelling and the aches and the bone to bone movement you can feel that it resolves all that. And other little miraculous cures, you cannot get them in other countries. I've got family members in New Zealand, and I say to them, "Why don't you do this?" Great, okay, we'll buy some, and they can't buy it. They cannot buy it.
Well, I remember ivermectin in France. I mean, they stopped selling it. I mean, before it was over the counter, then all of a sudden it was banned.
Yes, yeah.
And
Why?
I wonder, I
Yes,
wonder.
and because you live in China, you can buy a kilo of ivermectin, 100% pure, and fenbendazole. Yeah, but I mean, we've got to think of everybody, not just ourselves. And people
Yeah,
have,
exactly,
have
exactly.
got a problem. And so, what do you do? Well, a good thing is with Halo, it's got what your body needs. It taking another step back, it is a scalar device. Scalar is how our cells communicate with each other. When we're in our mother's tummy, we've got our head forming, we've got our toes forming. But how do they coordinate over such a great distance? It's the DNA which forms a perfect antennae for scalar fields, communicating that way through scalar fields. And so if we can talk, if only we could talk to our body in scalar, then it's talking the language of the scalar. If I start talking to you in Arabic, I don't think you'd pick up too much of the information, and you certainly wouldn't make much sense of it. It's the same with many health modalities where you can apply a certain modality, and it works because it works by brute force, but it's not talking the language of the body. And things like detox, we're not talking about killing pathogens. We're talking about gently massaging the body, massaging the organs, getting things working um, perfectly in synchronicity with each other. And so, what we actually found was the scalar device really does punch way above its way above the waistline. Is that the right way to say it? It packs it really works well. How's that? This was going to be a contact mode device. Early on in its development, it was going to be contact mode, and it's going to have wires going out the back and TENS pads, and it was great. It was good during beta trials. But then I had the idea. I had an aha moment. Let's try it. Let's try um, designing a scalar antennae, put it in there, and see how it goes. I mean, what's to lose? Now, all my formal training has told me no, nothing's going to happen. It's going to be just nothing. So I wasn't really expecting much. But what I found was that it was much better than in contact mode. And not just that, but it's got no wires. Like you don't need to have contacts onto your body. You don't need to have TENS pads. All these microcurrent treatments work brilliantly in scalar. So after those first few tests, I totally abandoned any thought of going to contact mode. I mean, why do one thing when you can do things better? Why settle for a Ford Model T when you can have a Formula One car? So then I put my efforts into refining and improving this scalar device. And so that's the physical history behind this.
Sounds
Two
like you
years
were,
in the making.
sounds like you were inspired directly from Nikola Tesla.
Well, yes, but he wasn't really looking into the medicinal side, though in fairness, he did say he always felt great whenever he had the sparks flying around him, being broadcast from the scalar field. There have been quite a few people that have done serious research in scalar fields. Scalar fields can transmit many kilowatts of energy, so it's a real thing, despite what you read on the internet.
Yeah.
And the focus generally is on energy transfer, making light bulbs light up, even though there's only one wire connecting this, in the circuit. So we've focused more on the medicinal side and the health applications, as we do. So again, we can now talk to our organs in the language that the organs can understand. Oh yeah, okay, yep, yep. And in a gentle way and 24/7. So it's not like a certain dose. You can do continuous treatments.
Well, speaking of treatment, so like, why don't we get back a little bit into the how of detox using the AHA Halo? I imagine that you can't just do it any which way. And a lot of us, we have all these programs and we're saying, okay, is there an order to it? Or how do we go about
What I
a
should do, I
good
should follow.
detox?
Okay, well, when you get the device and you load the software, um, the you get something like 100 programs that come up. We've had to be very careful in the naming of the programs because we didn't want to go the way of the ivermectin.
Mm.
And so we decided, well, we'll put most of the physical things into physical well-being. So that passes under the radar. And the words we use are very generic and not making any claims. So we have um, actually a detox program in some of our programs because it's good to run detox before the program. But in our cleansing category, we've got blood cleansing, full body cleansing, gut cleansing. And cleansing's a nice word.
Yeah.
And no one can say, well, we're making claims, you've got to stop making the product. Well, we're nice and careful with how we word things. Kidney cleansing, liver cleansing, and lymphatic cleansing. So this is how we've how how we've done it very sleekly. Um, if you're not sure what kind of detox you want to run, just run something like a full body detox because all the programs are gentle and because the body's not fighting these programs. It's the same language. It's not like the body's got to put attention into, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Things just happen more gentle and more fluidly. You'll find that over a period of a week or so, you feel really different, really different. You've got the bubbles, you've got the energy back, you've got your youth back again, your teenager again. It really works. Like for an instance, I do carry this and I have it on all the time. At the moment, okay, full disclosure, I'm running back discomfort because I've had a sore back. I put my back out when I was lifting and twisting one thing. But if it's not this program, the program I run is Young Body. Reason
Oh,
being, I've got a young family and I want to give them away to their husbands when they get married, and I don't want to be an old geriatric in a wheelchair. I want to be healthy when I get older. And that's the program that does a lot of magic to your body to ensure that through the years, your body does not succumb. Your body basically plateaus and keeps as it is. I should have run this 20 years earlier. But never mind,
you
never
might be a
mind.
little boy then.
Yes, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Benjamin Button going backwards. Well, I'm going to give my TMI because I've been running I've been kind of testing around because I've had a little bit of traveler's tummy recently, and I was just going through everything from gut cleansing to yeah, blocked tummy, or yeah, I was trying. You can kind of feel your way around the
Yes,
device,
yes,
and I can see its effect. Yeah, having a good effect, a positive effect.
yes, yes. And it's easy because it's got the screen. You can see the names you're running, and you can easily change them at any time. You can even look through the programs to see what else is loaded, and then return to the one that's playing just by pushing the left button. It's very intuitive, very
Uh,
simple.
I have a question regarding the cards because I just reordered a bunch of cards because gave them to friends and they put them in the wash and yeah, so they loved it. I mean, the effects have been
Yeah,
great,
yeah.
but I was out of cards, so I got a new set. And I would like to perhaps maybe do two programs simultaneously. Is that possible? Or do you think they will
Uh,
cancel each other out?
no, they
Or
don't. They don't. Yeah, they don't cancel each other out. You can load two programs into the cards. It is possible. it does reduce the effectiveness of each one. Imagine like a glass can hold a certain amount of water, but if you
Mm.
add some, if you want to have add some orange juice to it, it's some like half and half, you know. So
Well, what about if I'm running the device and I have a card? So
well,
I have my actual device and then I have a card that's been charged on the
okay,
side. So
yeah,
that's
it
a,
will. It's probably best to use one or the other
okay, okay,
because that card will absorb the scalar field again, and
okay.
then yeah,
Um,
further
I
work it.
noticed on I think it was the Facebook group that there was, someone had offered a user's protocol, detox protocol, going step by step.
Was that
Um,
with Aha Halo?
yeah, yeah.
Mm,
Within the AHA Halo Facebook group, there was someone that put up
yeah,
something, which was kind of interesting because you have the whole community,
it
yeah,
is.
pitching in and saying this worked for me, and
Don't you love it? Yeah. And so they're saying run this program, then that program, then that program.
yeah, exactly. So I mean,
Yeah.
but they go in a specific order, which is how I've heard other health advocates, like Edward Group and others that are, talking about that you should go in a certain order. How do you feel about that?
Oh, it's great. It's great. And it's what we've actually encompassed in the full body detox anyway. But we go beyond the macro and go to the micro because we're communicating in scalar and because this device is actually very, very powerful, even though it's small. It's more powerful than our generator X, for instance. We can go way into the megahertz range, so it can get close to the fundamental frequencies. We are we can now very, very precisely simulate proteins, which is our body building blocks. It's it. And so we go from the very large, which is obviously it's going to be the parasites, down to the very, very small, which is the electron energy level of proteins. And we're not just talking about um, simulating it. Every effect of that protein is within your body when you're running these programs. Um, yeah, I don't want to make too many claims, I guess.
Yeah, well, yeah, so yeah, I understand. Yeah, we're kind of navigating this. But yeah, you mentioned parasites, so that's something that that could be helpful towards that because you hear a lot about that recently.
Absolutely. I know. I know.
Is it good to
It's like
couple it then with an ivermectin or a protocol from that?
ivermectin works by a part of its chemical structure locking in to a protein in your body. And so we do the same effect that ivermectin has, for instance, on your body by using the same electron energy voltage pattern, which is this amino acid sequence within the protein to match up with your bodies at that location. It's I don't want to I don't want to go too deep into the science because it's kind of boring. Well, I don't find it boring, but maybe 105 out of 106 participants might find it boring.
Maybe your eyes will start glazing over after a
Yeah,
while.
I mean, sorry, folks, but it has the same effect of the ivermectin without any side effects, without any side effects,
Oh,
which is
wow.
kind of cool.
Oh, it's more than kind of cool. That was
It's
fantastic.
yeah, when you think every year just about there's something new to be worried about. Now it's microplastics. And then next year it's going to be inhalable vaccines
Uh,
where they're going to crop dust us. And things like this, every year there's something. So for the people that are listening, even if you don't get an AHA Halo, do something to protect yourself. AHA Halo's, in my opinion, the best, but do anything because it's
Oh,
just going to get worse. And we're going to keep on top of it as something else is about to be released, which we're told is going to be healthy, like the mRNA, then we can address it and
well,
we will.
I think the two things that are super appealing are first of all, it's very cost effective. I mean, this device is really, I mean, I think I've I've got my return on investment about 20 times over in the past 6 months. So I mean, it's amazing, and that's not even counting the detox yet.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
and then I think also just the simplicity of it, because I mean, I watch a lot of programs, and after a while, my head's spinning, and then I look and I say, I can't afford all these supplements. And of course, they're saying ours is the purest. You don't want to use the others. And of course, there are, $100 for a bottle of this. And it's just really, really, I don't know, depressing after a while. So it's nice to have something that you feel kind
Yes.
of empowered.
People, well, that's the thing, actually. You've used the word I was going to use. Where people buy something like this, and the first thing they are happy about is the fact that they are saving money because they don't go to the doctor. But what they slowly come to think is that they are the ones that are in the driver's seat again. And it's your own health. It's your own health. So, of course,
Yeah.
I don't want someone else to drive my car and me sit in the passenger seat. I want to be in
Yeah.
control. So that's the
Yeah.
second thing that comes through, the empowerment,
Yeah.
as you say.
I love it. I love it. How about frequency? I mean, you mentioned something about doing it on a daily basis. I mean, obviously there are over 100 programs on this device, and I still haven't tried all of them.
Mm.
Maybe I won't try the men's ones, but yeah.
I just want to start growing a beard.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
yeah, sorry. Feeling manly. But but I mean, I've tried, yeah, I still haven't tried all of them, and there are a lot I want to try. So, but how often should we be, is there a frequency? Should we think of this as a seasonal, a weekly, a daily? I don't know. What are your impressions of that?
Um, because it's so gentle on your body's not fighting it at all. And if it doesn't want it, it passes straight through because all the on your cells, all those energy patterns are filled. They're not, there's no anchor points for these proteins that are being sent by Halo. So there's no harm. I run mine all the time, even when I sleep. I don't need to run the sleep programs because I sleep quite well. But I always run young body, except for this back back one at the
Yeah,
moment. But always young body, always. And the way it works is as your cells divide, the ends of your DNA get shorter and shorter. It's the telomerase.
good telling
Once it gets down to nothing, then you start losing the information part of the DNA, and that's when you
me.
start getting diseases. And this is why you see in older people things start developing. But if you can extend and maintain the length of the telomerase, you've always got these sacrificial bits. Every time your DNA divides, you lose one. That's that's uh, that's that's it. There's no way of doing it. So what do? Well, you get it. You can put it back again, and the only way you can really get it back is really through either a very special, very expensive injection, or with our little buddy there, our AHA Halo.
Oh, this is great. This is great. Yeah, well, so the detox, again, cleansing, which
Cleansing,
is
focus off
great.
this.
So we
Yes.
should clean ourselves a little bit, maybe like we would do, consider it like a inner bath in a way,
Yeah, I would
perhaps
still,
on a daily basis.
well, do it. I'd do it all. I'd do it 24/7 if I was doing a detox. The
Okay.
reason, and it's not just the things I've mentioned, it's also things like skin products, sodium
Um,
lauryl sulfates and parabens and lipstick and everything that you ingest. Everything. Well, not me, but most half. Everything you put on your skin nowadays is toxic. Even sunblock, which is allegedly prevents.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. That's got so many nasty things in there. And if you shake someone's hand or give someone a hug, you've got it on your skin now. What do you do? So I would run detox if you're deciding to run detox 24/7. And you won't get a Herxheimer effect because your body doesn't fight it. And once the cup's full, the water will just flow over. It won't burst the glass.
Well, fantastic. No, I like it. So Again, so if I were to say charge the detox, the full body
Mm,
cleansing
mm.
onto the card, then I can bring that along. And then if but you said not to do two programs at once. I mean, yeah, so
The reason I said that, there's no harm to your body in two programs at once. The problem is that card is still like a sponge and it's going to absorb the scalar. And so it's going to get
mm,
more and more and more frequencies.
okay, so it's going to dilute what you had programmed
Kind
onto
of,
them.
yeah. Yeah. I'll put my
Okay.
phone on flight mode, which is another form of pollution. Yeah. So this
Yeah.
is why I run 24/7, just to, keep all the bad things at bay. Now, remember I said to you before, it was my aha moment to go to Scalar. I thought about it and I thought, well, really what it's doing is putting a bubble around me. That's what it actually does. It puts a scalar bubble around me. So I thought, well, that's kind of like a halo of protection. So the name evolved whilst I was developing it,
Okay.
where so it really is a bubble of protection. You're like a bubble baby. Nothing can
Yeah.
get you because you've got your scalar field of protection around you.
Of course, you can bring one other person into the bubble if they are close enough, right? Because you've got what,
Absolutely.
1 meter around you. Or
Of course. Of course. Come on in.
come on in. Come on in. You have to just stay close to me.
Yeah.
We can do this together. Oh no, that's fantastic. I'm just not, I'm not, I think we've covered quite a bit here.
We have. And I've been hogging all the talking. I'm sorry about that.
No, I want you to. I want you to. This is because you have so much to say. I'm just, um, are there some signs? I think there were some listeners that might be interested in knowing, are there like little signs that would come up if we're not, if we're not clean? How can this
Oh,
manifest?
well, normally it manifests so insidiously, so slowly, that you don't
Mm,
catch it until it becomes quite overt in the form of a disease.
mm,
Um, it might be something like feeling that you've got an aching in a joint, even.
okay.
It can be that you wake up tired when you should wake up with your batteries recharged. It could be that your skin complexion isn't what you'd like it to be. It could be that you're finding that that at the end of the day you haven't got the vim and vigor that you used to have. Aging doesn't, people have come to think that aging means slowing down, getting disease and dying, but it doesn't. Why is it that some people don't? Well, some people have got that they've chosen their parents very well, and their body's got a very good ability to handle toxins, I should say. But most of us don't. So we've got to be proactive. So really, just the energy levels, sleeping patterns, the moods that you're in, the how long you can concentrate on something, because toxins affect the brain very much, especially the metals. Um, Even before the diseases step in, um, quite often, I would say always actually, when people run a detox program, they realize a state of body that they had forgotten, because the last time they had it is when they were children running around and with rockets strapped onto their backs.
Yeah.
Because the toxins, it takes a while for your body to accumulate some of these toxins and they don't go away. The lead, the mercury, all these nasty things. Lead used to be in petrol, so I used to breathe it. How can you avoid that? And people had mercury fillings. I had mercury fillings.
I had them until recently. I mean, I found out about it at 55 and it's just, oh my God. All this time I didn't even know.
Well, I knew about it earlier, but I mean, I had quite a few of them, and I thought, well,
Uh,
but I just thought, no, I'm going to get them out, and I got them out all out the same day. I'm a glutton for punishment. It didn't hurt. I do meditation on the dentist's seat and just zone out. Vipassana. And I just zoned out, and the pain wasn't mine, and it was done. They wanted to give me injections, but I said no.
Mm.
Injections make my mouth feel all funny and puffy and make me feel terrible for a
Oh,
while.
wow.
So I'd rather walk out and then be over and done. So I did that. And before then, yes, I took a large amount of EDTA, the heavy metal chelator, and I
Mm.
continued that course for a week afterwards. And I had no side effects at all from the mercury being removed, because when you do take them out, you're supposed to use a ventilation system that draws away all
Mm.
the mercury vapors, and I had none of that. All I was because this is in China, where have
Oh,
you
you
been?
did it in China. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Well, couldn't afford it in other countries, and I just held my breath and did the best I could. But I've done tests now, and the mercury levels are close to zero. And I
Wow.
run periodically detox programs on the Halo, so I've got my bases covered, and I feel great.
Oh, fantastic.
And
Oh,
I think that, well, this is part of being proactive, and what we've always from day one wanted our customers to be. Our customers more often than not become our friends, and of course you want to look after friends, or customers if aren't friends yet. This is just the way the thinking of our company. We do actually put people first, and so we try and get the best together, the technology and everything, and so when people buy from us, they know this is the very best that's out there. But I mean, this is me saying it, so if you do due diligence. But we've created all these social media places, our Facebook group. Actually, we didn't create that one, but but
well,
we
it's a
helped.
good group, though. I mean, it's
Oh, it's
quite,
great, it's great. But that was actually created by one of our very, very close friends very early in the days, in our forum that we did create actually, and others. We do this so people can talk with each other, discuss what worked for them, and get them better. And we've never charged for the forum, which costs money to run. I mean, that's crazy. We do it for the people, you know.
yeah.
This is where our head is at. We don't like seeing people sick. We want people, actually, ideally, we want no one to buy our product, which means they've got no need for buying our product. See?
I have no trouble buying the product.
Yeah. I'm not in sales, by the way.
No, but I well, no, but I can tell you I'm in between jobs, and
Oh,
I'm on unemployment officially in France, even though I'm here
oh,
in China. No,
yeah,
it's fine. But I said I'm buying this. This is an investment that I can
yeah,
afford,
yeah,
and
yeah.
so no, it's as I said, I was following my husband over here. He's a researcher here in Wuhan, and so I came along for the ride, but I had to let go of my work. But still kind
Uh,
of getting my feet wet here. So
well, so how long have you been? Well, we can discuss this
yeah,
later,
we
I
could talk
suppose.
about this another time. But yeah, no, I've been here since the end of September, so
Okay,
I'm quite new here.
okay.
But I hope to make it up to Nanjing. I really hope to kind of meet the team.
I'd love to roll out the red carpet.
Oh,
Oh, we'd have to
yay.
find one first.
I'll bring it. Like we can get it on Taobao.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I mean, if people can be proactive, um, and start thinking more than just going to the registered medical practitioner. Not saying they're bad, they're actually very good, but they're not with you 24/7. They can't feel every twinge that your body is telling you that something's coming up. And if you can look after me now, the body's saying I'll be okay, but if not, it's going to get worse. So your
Ah,
body shouts out help, and with the detox, yeah, your body sometimes does cry out for help as well. Let's say you start developing migraines, which might be a new thing, or just general headaches. That's your body telling you something is going south. Time
yeah.
to do something. Well, okay, you can spend your 15 minutes of fame with a registered medical practitioner, or you can apply something 24/7. I'm not saying don't go and see a doctor. Please go and see doctors if anyone's sick or got any worries. But to have like a health companion with you all the time, well, for me at least, it's got a really strong appeal. And most people, they've got Google, they can look up things and see what other people are doing. And decide for themselves which is the best way forward.
Yeah. Well, I think it definitely at a very young age, I think we need to be more proactive
Yeah.
in our health and knowing, yeah, listening to the signals also and
Yeah.
saying
Yeah.
it's not
Yeah.
bad. It's just your body saying, yeah, please, yeah, take care of me.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so this is a good way to go about it.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. I think, I mean, sometimes it does take a bit of effort, but the learning curve is worthwhile. I've seen so many people that wouldn't be around today if they hadn't either asked the tough questions with the registered medical professionals because they do the research and they know what to ask, or finding out what other people are doing in a similar situation. I think when someone's sick, their natural empathy becomes stronger. And when they get better, they want other people to also get better. I see it
Yeah,
so often, so often.
yeah,
And so
exactly.
that's a positive spin-off. Sometimes disease is good because it draws focus. Not continuous disease, but let's say there's a little life crisis. All of a sudden, let's say you've been told you've got 6 months to live. Okay, that's a real devastating bit of news. Then you do your research. You find out, well, hang on a moment, I can make it a year. But not just that, but I'm going to make every day mean something. And in their search for how to extend their lives, quite often the health condition problem goes away.
Yeah, I just saw that Penny might have some questions for you to
Oh,
answer from the chat.
oh,
I don't know if there's,
is
perhaps we
there?
can have the,
Oh, okay. Penny sometimes answers questions on my behalf, but I'm not
yeah,
sure.
well, there was something that I saw that, I don't
Oh,
know. I don't know. I just saw something pop up and I'm not quite sure if there
oh,
was, John, could you answer a question? I'm not sure if that was from
oh,
Penny,
okay.
from
Oh,
the,
okay. Okay. Yes. Okay. Now there are some questions which which are quite common, and I could answer them, and other
yeah, well,
questions in chat.
those can be answered. Yeah, some of these, like you can see, they're kind of, yeah, you can find
Um,
them.
Manish and Lewis is asking, is it okay to run Aha Halo while it's charging? Well, absolutely. It's this is what I do.
Yeah,
I run it during the day. It runs about 24 hours with a battery charge, but I run it during the day. And when I do my face plant on my pillow, I just plug it into the USB port, a USB
yeah.
charger, and then it charges, and it doesn't make any difference whatsoever.
Charges
Just
quite
run,
quickly, actually. Yeah.
yeah,
So
yes,
yeah,
it
so
can.
that way you can keep your cleansing, you can clean all the time.
And Annette
So,
has mentioned about the good sleep programs. And the pineal gland program is the one that seems to have worked well with her. Everyone's different. Most people find the deep sleep 2 is the best. And that's got a bit of pineal proteins in it, but Annette has found that the program dedicated to the pineal gland is best. So that's very good information. And someone else, Manisha, just talking again about sleep, the 528 hertz for the last 4 nights and slept much better than sleep programs. So everyone's different. And it's
yeah,
so easy to
exactly.
try one that doesn't work, try that. Ah, wow, that's good. That's the one I'm going to use from now on.
Yeah, well,
Um,
that's what I noticed too. Well, again, I go back to the Facebook community, but I find that it's quite active and you can actually do a search and get to the question that you're looking for. If you have a question on something, you can actually
oh,
find the conversation on it. So I think it's really, really interesting.
yes,
But I
I'm
think that
looking.
will
Sorry.
for, is there anything else that we with detox that we can bring up? I think we've covered pretty much everything.
I covered it in the introduction. I'm really sorry. It's because I'm so passionate. I don't do
I
this for
love
a
it.
I don't do this for a job. Okay, I just want this up front. I don't do it for a job. I don't do it for any income or profit or anything like that. I do it because I'm so absolutely passionate about it. Um, and I think it shows in our products and our company and even our
Oh,
staff. Every one of our staff shares the same passion as I do. Otherwise, they don't fit in.
I just saw an interesting question that popped up about nanotech in the blood.
Yeah, yeah. Well, again,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I mean, people poo-poo it, but there's so much which is being done now that nothing can be discarded outright. And I don't believe that there are self-assembling robots in the blood, but this is what this nanotech is being made out to be. It's not that. This nanotech is everything, even from the mRNA is nanotech. It's a broad term which covers many aspects. And we are basically living experiment. Um, what's the word? We are the guinea pigs for so many so many bits of science. And when there are leaks in labs from the town that you're living in and others, it's some of it's on purpose, some of it's not. But we are the guinea pigs. We are having to bear the brunt of these people who are purportedly clever. They may be clever, but they've got zero empathy, zero love for humanity, and we're fighting it. I mean, isn't it terrible? And the truth still isn't known about this sea pandemic that we had. Um, but it slowly appears to be that it's not just one country, it's several countries, which is why a big push has not been really made to find out the cause. No one really wants to point fingers because it's going to come back to them.
Yeah. Well, of course, I'm in the epicenter, or the so-called
Yeah,
epicenter of
yeah,
it. So it's
yeah,
which always raises a few eyebrows, but I
yeah,
could tell you I love it here in Wuhan.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's everyone knows about Wuhan now.
No
But
one knew about it before.
I can't think of any government that is not corrupt. I cannot think of any government that's not willing to sacrifice public health for the purposes
Well,
of
either
experiment.
that or some people got into the game without, knowing
Yeah.
what was actually happening. I don't know. It's hard to say. It really is.
But that's the world we live in, and then we've got tools that we can use to help it. Um, I'm looking at the chats going backwards. Manish Lewis is asking, when is it best to recharge the Aha Hello battery? She's saying at 30% or wait until it's almost empty. The battery is lithium metal hydride. So it doesn't matter whether it's fully flat or 90% charge. You just recharge it. It hasn't got a memory like the old NiCads.
So that means, oh, okay, because will one day the battery run out?
Yes.
Is that-
One day that, oh no, she's talking about just every day when the battery goes
Yeah,
flat.
but I'm talking about like the
Okay.
device. Will there be one day where the battery goes kaput
Yes, there will be a day when your battery says, well, I've healed you for
for 20 years?
20 years. Now, one thing I really dislike are devices like phones that run okay for 3 years and then the power level goes down to the point where it becomes unusable. And so I was determined not to let my device do the same. So we found a battery factory that was not just a normal battery factory. They were really serious about quality. Um, they had certifications which I hadn't even heard of. And they did tests, oven tests to 120 degrees C for their batteries, torture testing, life cycles. And so definitely for 5 years, but it'll go way beyond that in practical sense.
Out of
It's a
curiosity,
long,
what type of battery is it? Because I know that on airplanes and stuff, that's also an issue.
yes, no, you can take it on a plane. I mean, when I say I carry mine 24/7, I carry mine 24/7. So I've been through, I mean, I've taken it off and put it into the basket going through the airports, but I've been to different countries and there's never been an issue. It's got a smaller battery than a phone, so
Is it
um,
lithium
it's
or
a lithium metal hydrate,
okay,
LiMH.
okay.
Yeah,
Well,
I haven't
let me
got
see.
the documentation here, but it
Well,
has got lithium in it.
okay, fantastic.
You know, I mean, you probably know that that some batteries are puncture proof. The high-end batteries are, and so they won't combust. And we use such a battery in our Halo. It's really a top-end battery. And the EVs, the electrical vehicles in China, they have this grade where you can have an accident and not go up in smoke.
Oh,
But
yeah,
most other companies overseas as in Western countries, they don't do that standard.
yeah.
And so our
Well,
battery was actually sourced from China.
that's what my husband's researching actually is our batteries. So that
Really?
we'll
Okay,
have
so
to talk
he could,
later on.
yes, yes, absolutely.
Fantastic.
Uh,
Penny, what should
I don't know.
we continue with this or?
Okay, can
I mean, I
Halo
can go all
dissolve?
I can go all day with you, John.
Can Halo dissolve cataracts? That's a very precise question from Lynn Craig, and help with light sensitivity. Well, there's claim. I can't make any health claims specifically, otherwise it'll be pulled from the market. But we have eyesight programs which I can't say will, but you might want to try. Let's just say you might want to try.
I
Isn't it
would
a
say to
sad
go into the
world?
forum. I would say to go into the forum
Yes.
or to
Yeah.
go into the Facebook group or I'm sure there are other communities sprouting up,
Yeah.
but everybody's pulling the information. And what's cool is that you've got empirical evidence afterwards. People, their testimonies, and I think that's really
Yes.
I think that's
Absolutely.
super helpful.
Yes. And Lynn, if you want to dissolve DMSO 30% and put that in eye drops, let it cool down because it's exothermic when DMSO adds to water, and then put 2 drops into your eyeball each day. You can also use an eye cup. But that's just an aside. I've had to go through the process of doing as part of my protein research to all these supplements. So I know these things. There are some other questions, Jill. I can power through them if you like, pertaining to the topic of this discussion before
Yeah.
I went on a tangent. Okay. Now, someone asked, why do I believe the AHA Halo is different from other detox products on the market?
Yeah.
Well, really, because it's not a chemical supplement. It's not a mechanical filter. It operates on the energy information level and it supports the body's own cleansing intelligence rather than imposing an external process. So it's more natural, more aligned to your body.
And so let's say we have some sort of supplement or some sort of thing that to clean out. Can it work hand in hand or can
Oh,
we just,
absolutely.
okay, so that could be a good protocol, or we could just use the AHA Halo alone.
Well, actually, what I found, I mean, if I was a salesperson, I'd probably say use AHA Halo alone, and that is good. But I found that if you do continue with supplementation in some form, it seems to make it better. The results are so much
Mm.
better than supplement alone. Um, and how long and how often do you detox? Well, again, I'd leave it on all the time because it's an ongoing biological
Mm.
process. Sometimes with some of our toxins, we do the detox, we stop. The toxins, because they're born from pathogens, they immediately start multiplying again, and you're back to square one.
Yeah,
So if you just run it 24 hours a day, then absolutely, it's best, I think.
yeah, because you got the
Uh,
egg stage, the larva stage, and you got the full thing, and then it goes over and over again. Yeah.
that's right. So just keep on top of it. Just keep on
Yeah.
pressing it down, down, down till it's gone. Um, Now, is there a way to integrate detox into our daily routine? Well, if you think of detox as daily maintenance and not an event, it's not something that happens and then stops. It's part of your new daily habit, continuous detox. So that's that. And things you other life routines, drinking from glass containers rather than plastic. Um, Being careful not to heat, hot drinks in styrofoam is terrible. Um, and just change your habits so that your body just becomes so much more healthy. And Halo is part of that.
Yeah, I don't think I think it's a good idea to, yeah, that it's incorporated into a total lifestyle
Yeah,
adjustment.
yeah,
But
that's
it
right.
shouldn't, I mean, it's hard to do it all at once. I think, well, I had my little aha moment when I got, I was diagnosed with breast cancer
Oh
about,
no.
what? No, it was 7 years ago. And it was, for me, it was a gift because it was well, a little kick in the butt to,
Yeah,
to start getting things going. But I wanted to be empowered almost from the get-go, because I know that they were trying to not do that. Yeah, yeah, the doctors were saying, "Oh, you got to do this," and I just felt like I had no control over anything. So I almost immediately said, "I'm going to empower myself." But the
yes,
learning curve when you're in your 50s is quite high. So I mean, if we can get kids on board, yeah, learning about this stuff, that for me would just be fantastic because then
absolutely,
you wouldn't have to
absolutely.
catch up so quick, so much so quickly.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, that's right.
But
Um, and you're okay now?
oh yeah, yeah, it's outside the traveler's tummy I have right now, but yeah, we were been
Um,
traveling a lot lately, so it's
yeah,
but no, no, no. Things for me again. I think it wasn't a major one, but it was enough for me to just say, okay, things have to change, and that's what got me on the journey. So I think
yeah,
that when your body's telling you something, I think it's yeah, it's time to listen. Maybe at this point, and Aha Halo,
yes,
I think, is a really good partner in that because then you can work with it. It helps you communicate.
absolutely. Okay, I'll just quickly go through the more of the questions. I'll just find them again.
Yeah.
Um,
Um,
Now, there's a lot of things. There are people that are asking specific questions, like a person, Elizabeth, you're asking about motor neuron disease, and
yeah.
others.
Yeah,
Your
can we get
body
things
will,
that are a little bit more detox oriented as this is supposed
yeah,
to be
yeah. Well,
so
that's
if you
right.
have
Well,
some detox questions, that would be great.
yes, but the point I was going to make is if your body's not having to work so hard with detox, then it can draw more of its energy towards other more chronic conditions naturally.
Um,
Um, and do I have any new tips? Sorry, any tips for people new to detox? There was another question that came up off
yeah.
before the interview. My advice is to just start slowly and don't overwhelm your system by doing multiple things at once. Try one thing, then start doing another one slowly. Whilst you're doing any detox, you've got to drink plenty of water, filtered or distilled. Clean food, that means food that hasn't been bought from a supermarket. Oops, oh, sorry, that has been bought from a food market and grown by the people that are selling it. That generally is the best food. And of course, if it's organic, it's better still. And resting. Resting is free. Sometimes it's hard to do because of so many thoughts in your mind. But just find some way of just getting into your own zone and just closing your eyes and just sinking into yourself. That all helps your body to recharge. And notice how our bodies talk to us all the time. And it might be a twinge here, but that twinge might become a real disabiliting pain maybe a year or two down the track. So it's talking to you, and listen to your body.
How
Um,
about things like fasting, intermittent?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Fasting's great because your body's energy is being diverted from digestion to renewal. That's one aspect. Another aspect is that your intestines get more emptied, and it's there's so many different aspects. But even for longevity, it's good because you've got cert pathways which are part of your aging pathways, and you can alter the pathways so that you live longer just by eating less.
Yeah.
So certainly do fasting. That's another good thing to do. Um, and another question: what
What
benefits?
about chelating? What about chelating? Like, well, I think you had mentioned
Yes,
EDTA.
yeah, yeah. There's others. There's clays as well that are good. Um, they are unfortunately necessary because of the world that we live in. Even if you lived in a remote village, air is everywhere, and the air's got pollution. So yeah, calcium bentonite clay is great as well. That's right, Tammy. For um, you can't get a yeah, chelation is getting. uh, Most people accumulate, or everyone accumulates heavy metals in their body. It becomes part of your body. But you can take things which bind to the heavy metals, and then your body can expel them. And clay, the bentonite clay, or the EDTA, or others assist in removing your body, removing the toxins. But when your body's removing the toxins, it means your detox organs have got to be functioning correctly and at full
Mhm.
capacity because it puts a burden on them. And so a detox routine isn't just forcing the toxins out, it's also raising the energy level of your detox organs so they work properly and helping them with the water and the activated charcoal and things like this. So
Someone had
it's
mentioned infrared saunas.
wonderful, wonderful. And we'd light therapy, of course, that charges the mitochondria in your cells. It's all great stuff. There's more than one way to skin a cat. That's right. And Aha Halo is this part of the routine that you can do. Many people don't have a red light sauna at home, so they've got to go somewhere. What do you do between times? Build up the toxins again.
Go in the sun, maybe?
Well, sunshine's very healing, but
Yeah,
you would have noticed that you don't see the sun very often in China.
yeah.
It's, yeah,
A little bit today. Maybe we'll go out now.
good, good. And there's one final question which someone was asking. What benefits do you see the Aha Halo having for its users over the long term? And what generally people report back to us is having improved mental clarity, being emotionally calm. Now, not many devices claim to have emotional um, change, can invoke emotional changes, but Aha Hello does, and it does very well. So, feeling emotionally calm, better sleep, an increased resilience to stress and environmental exposure to the toxins that we've been talking about so much. Um, Now, on a deeper level, Halo, it promotes energetic coherence, which means that everything's working in synchronicity. Our organs aren't fighting, nothing's pushing, nothing's pulling, it's all just flowing together. And so its long-term value is rebalancing. It's like taking your body to a chiropractor, getting everything clicked until it's back into alignment again, but doing it through the scalar field.
But
So that's
it
the
can be quite subtle too. I mean, people probably, yeah, they won't notice it until one day they're going, God, I feel good, right?
yeah. Yeah, or maybe they've been using it for a month or two, and then someone comes up to them in a family gathering and says, "Hey, you're looking pretty good. What skin product are you using?" None.
Water.
Because you get a glow, you get a natural glow. I mean, wouldn't it be terrible if I was a withered old man selling health products? That wouldn't be good, would it? And I use it
Yeah.
all the time I use the youth program because I want to maintain my youth. And I mean, I left my 50s a while ago. I've still got the energy of someone so much younger, and life is just so much more colourful if you don't have the burden of disease or pain or worry. It just seems, it just, you know. I mean, truth be known, I do other things. I meditate, and I've got a different philosophy in life now than I did earlier on in life. But physically, Halo's really lifted me up a lot. I mean, Penny told me, reminded me about this interview 15 minutes before it was to start. And I was having a back massage because my back I've mentioned many, many times.
Yeah.
15 minutes, I'm thinking, I've got to go home, got to fire everything up. I've just set my computer up for an upgrade. I hope it's finished. But I wasn't worried. It's okay, do the cycle, go home, do this, do this. So emotionally, I think Halo's made things more stable. And I'm more accepting to things.
Yeah. I didn't even think about that. I'm kind of, as I said, I'm into this new life. I'm, no job. I don't have my visa. And it's just like, yeah,
So you
whatever.
should be, yeah, you should be stressed up to your eyeballs. So this is okay. So here I'm talking to you. You've used it for a while. You haven't really thought about it, but someone suddenly says to you, "Well, you don't look so stressed, Jill. You actually look pretty calm considering you've dropped a job, a stable job in France, changed countries, moved to a country which speaks a different language, and everything's totally different. And believe everyone listening, China is nothing like what you read in the news. Okay."
Absolutely.
And so you're doing your OE in your 50s and you do not look, but and you're having an interview on top of that with this
John, I'm 62. Just had my birthday yesterday.
really, well, I'm still
Yeah.
older than you. And so but you don't look stressed.
Yeah. No,
Wow, what do you do? Well, I've got no halo.
yeah,
Isn't it great?
it's
Isn't it good?
fantastic. It is great. It is great.
And so this is the emotional aspect that people don't really think about. And then they think in hindsight, well, actually, I really should be stressed out, but I'm not. Huh.
What's wrong here? What's wrong? I mean, yeah, I think we're so tuned to looking for a problem that we overlook when everything's working fine.
Yeah, yeah. Overthinking things, overthinking
Yeah,
things.
always, yeah. Well, in French, we say chercher la bête, look for the problem. And with this, I mean, after a while, yeah, wait, I don't have any problems here. Everything's okay.
It is. In New Zealand, they say yeah, everything's kapai, kapai being good in Māori. So let's have a look.
Yeah.
Someone asked a question, so I'm just doing a quick check here. Yes, the question was, I had to do a quick check before I gave the answer in case I made myself look stupid. Um, the Feeling Good program. Now, someone said there's a Feeling Good program, and Beverly said, "What? No way." Yes, way, Beverly, there is a Feeling Good program. Now, I haven't run it because actually you feel good with any programs pretty much. But there is a Feeling Good program. How's that?
But yeah, well, we're so symptomatically oriented, but there is that possibility with here. I think when you're new to this, we're looking to deal with symptoms. And then afterwards, we're starting to play a little bit more with,
Of course.
yeah, all the other programs.
Of course. And that's what we want you to do. We want people not just to be not sick. We want to be people to be
Mm,
well-being.
exactly.
Yeah. And
Exactly.
Jacqueline is the DMSO. DMSO is also the eye drops. Yes, the DMSO. It's get it. Look at the book. The DMSO. Oh no, that's a borax conspiracy. That's another thing again. But do some research on DMSO. Sorry to
A
hijack your
Midwestern
interview.
doctor is pretty good. A Midwestern doctor is a good website to check out.
Oh, okay, okay,
Goes a lot into DMSO.
okay, okay. It's a miracle solution. This is why you can't buy it. But I'm not being negative. I'm just being realistic. But I mean, there's lots of wonderful doctors out there. It's just not as easy as before is to find one.
Yeah, well, and I think that again, this is something we can get our hands on.
Yes.
A lot of the stuff, yeah, it's regulatory or political or whatever. And so, what you can get your hands on one day, you might not be able to. I mean, in France, we've seen this, we've
It's
seen
been
things
difficult.
being either taken off the health system, reimbursement system,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then taken off the market completely or banned. So, I mean, I think it's just best. Oh, there's an interesting one about US tariffs for
Yeah.
the AHA Halo
I'm not
device. Is
sure,
that,
Tammy. I'm not a salesperson. And it's actually on purpose. I want to focus on the device, not the other parts of it. So I don't know. But
okay, so
maybe
you'll have to
can
ask maybe the sales team here. Or
I guess so.
they're really helpful though. I mean, I had some credit card issues when I bought mine, and they walked me through it, and it was great.
Yeah, as I
Excellent
say,
team you've got.
every soul is beautiful in our company. You wouldn't believe it until you come and see us, and you'll come and see us. You'll see it for
Oh
yourself.
yeah, I will.
At lunch times, they sit down and have these take voluntarily take lessons on how to be better people and improve your lives and do meditation and this and that. And we're all about self-improvement so that we've got to improve ourselves before we help others, really.
Yeah,
Otherwise, we're not really walking the walk.
no, fantastic. It's great. Um, yeah, I'm looking, I think I mean, you covered some of the questions I'd sent and
Sorry,
that's
sorry.
great. No, we were kind of going into this free flowing mode.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Great. I don't know, have we covered everything today or?
I think so. I'll just have another check. It seemed too easy, doesn't it? So let's see. Um,
The cards, I have some cards in the other room. Do you have any cards on hand to show what they look like? Because there might be some people that,
no, I don't use the cards myself. I use the device.
uh,
So I don't really carry
I
them.
could use it, but I'd have to leave the camera for a minute.
Yeah,
But
they're not.
you can look on the site. There are cards that are kind of shaped like the AHA Halo, and they're just holographic.
Yeah. Well, if you've got one nearby, I can hold the wheel while you.
Okay, I'll be right there.
Hey, everybody! Now's your opportunity to ask the questions you're too shy to ask before. Before Jill comes back. Um, okay. But no, it's true. Our company really has got beautiful, beautiful people that work there. There's not one person that working for the money. We're all working
Yeah,
for,
yeah. This is
which is
I
good
just
because we
got a
don't pay
bunch of
them.
them. Okay, this
That's
is
the
the
card.
card.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And yeah, so it's quite. Then they also have stickers, which I've never used, but I'm more of a card girl. But
Yes,
what's good about this is that you can run up some programs and then pass them around to your friends
yes,
and neighbors.
yes.
I actually used this on a friend's dog, and that worked really well. Avoided the vet, so it was.
That's great.
You
Great news.
can't laminate them, I don't think. I think they'll
Well, you
charge.
can. Yeah, you can. It
You
wouldn't
can?
matter. Yeah,
I,
you can
I heard
actually. They'll make it.
it wasn't preferred. Okay, maybe I'm wrong.
Oh well, someone may say that, but as someone who actually created the device, I should know a little bit.
Okay, sorry. I thought I saw this
But
one.
what I
I
mean,
thought it was on the forum, so or not the
yeah,
forum, but
yeah.
on the
Oh, the former
Facebook.
say no because it's plastic,
So you can laminate this and it will
yeah,
still work as well.
of
Awesome.
course,
Yeah, I'm
of
gonna
course,
laminate mine. I want
because
to.
the scalar field passes through pretty much everything. It's a percussion wave, so it passes through
I
anything. So it doesn't matter. And that's the sort of thing I would do because then it means it lasts longer. And being, a naturally shallow pocket type person, that's what I'd do.
Absolutely. No, I'm going to laminate mine now. Thank you. That's great. No, but it was great. I think that what the charge lasts for about a week.
No, a charge lasts much longer than a week.
Oh, really? Okay,
Yeah,
that was
much
another
longer.
thing I heard that was okay.
Yeah, I know. Different. I mean, I generally don't put people straight on the forum or on Facebook because then it becomes emotional. But
Mm,
but on the science side, um, The only thing that will remove the frequency information from the card is the ambience. So if you keep it on your a Wi-Fi router or
Hmm.
somewhere else, then it will become less. Even if you leave it in the sunlight, it'll become slowly less because the photons, as they hit the surface there, will dissipate the programs that you've programmed in there.
And then, of course, you can charge other programs onto this afterwards. So it's like one program at a time,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
So,
yeah.
okay,
But yeah,
great.
but then it reduces the others down. Yeah, we've the scalar field research is very new globally. No one's really done much into it seriously. There is an exception to that, a researcher in Florida who just happens to be our bestest friend forever. He's a really nice guy and he's open with his information as we are with him. And between us, we've got him into his own um, clinic, and now he's gone into full production with things, and he's doing really well in the scalar field. And he's got equipment that we haven't got, and vice versa. It's symbiotic. And so we can ask him questions that we wouldn't really have much of a way of knowing, such as your question now: how long do the frequencies last? Well, he's had holograms which have retained the information for 12 years.
Oh my,
And he can measure it using gas chromatography. He's got the devices that he can do this.
wow.
And yeah, and so he's helped us out with answers like this one, and we've helped him out with the protein side because he's so keen to um, live to 120. He's the world's youngest 83-year-old I've ever seen, and he wants to live to
Wow,
120. So I've taught him how to do the protein synthesis and things, and so yeah, it's
that's
a match made
funny.
in heaven. Yeah.
Yeah, 120, 120 is, for some reason that sticks in my head too. I imagine myself that age too. So,
Wouldn't it be wonderful? And not just
yeah,
live to that age, but live to that age.
really live. Yeah, not
Yeah,
be decrepit. I
still go to
mean,
parties and
absolutely. Absolutely.
now so one last question maybe. Um, can I use AHA Halo at night using scalars as well? You can use multiple scalar sources. You can have two AHA Halos if you want, and they won't interfere with each other. The bubbles will be like within each other, but they won't interfere. The reason being that the bubbles are non-dynamic, they're static. It really is visually like a bubble, which because a bubble doesn't move out and blast out like an explosion. It's not kinetic. It's static, and so you can do it. But what you may find is that if it's like a spooky scalar, which I think is what you're alluding to, is a different kind of field from spooky scalar to a halo. Spooky scalar um, does send information through its field. It's more dynamic. And so you may find that with the two devices, they won't be as good as using one device alone. And I know that Aha Halo is better for sleep, for instance, than Spooky Scalar. One key factor is the link cable. The link cable does produce an EMF. Actually, Spooky Scalar, we developed that in conjunction with a researcher in France.
Oh,
France
really?
is France has got pockets of really smart
Oh,
people,
yeah, yeah,
and
definitely.
it
My
seems that
husband's one of them.
the um did he live in De Gaulle? Is it? I don't know. Um, anyway, it's like the government is trying to push down on these really smart people, but they're really pioneers. They're their brains are really churning away.
Oh, yeah.
And in other countries too, the country's large, but there's several towns where there might be three or six researchers, and they're brilliant. And there's like pockets all over the globe. And
Oh,
France seems to have quite more than their share of them.
well, it was really encouraged and yeah, recently a little less encouraged. So we hope that, yeah, there are some smart cookies over there.
Yeah, and the the Paris people are strong. The French people are strong, I should say. They've got
Mm.
history. They got strength.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
And they like their voices to be heard. So, yeah.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, well, I think we've answered all the
I
questions,
think,
unless there's
yeah. Oh, yeah. It's fantastic, John. It's been such a pleasure talking to you.
well, it's been fantastic being invited onto your channel and talking. I mean, wow,
Yeah,
it's the first time I've met you, and
yeah.
it's been brilliant.
I hope we can do it again.
Yeah, well, I mean, as you said at the beginning, we're practically neighbours. I mean, Wuhan isn't that
Yeah.
far away, and we've
Well, it's
got the
going to
high
be even
speed.
closer. In 2030, I think it's going to be an hour or something to get to Nanjing from Wuhan.
Is it?
An hour and a half or
Oh, they're
something.
going to
It's
go even
about
faster,
three.
are they?
Now it's about three.
In the bullet train?
Yeah, now it's
Oh,
about three on the bullet
3 hours.
train,
Okay.
or two and a
Okay.
half, three, and now it's gonna, and then it's gonna get down to 1 hour. So
Wow,
that's cool.
it is cool.
No,
It's cool.
that's fantastic.
I'd like
Yeah.
to thank the attendees, your friends online as well, because
Yeah,
they've kept things moving. They've woken me up sometimes and got me thinking. They've got a very dynamic um, group.
it's a family. It's a family, and it's getting bigger and bigger,
Great, great.
which is great.
It is good.
Okay,
Wonderful.
great. We'll
Well, yeah,
see you all later.